hole never goes away. And for so many in our community, those unsolved homicides leave a gaping hole. But just the way Don is vigilant to hold his tribe accountable. And what I mean by that is, this is a former policeman, a former detective, who is taking the courageous stand to be unpopular among his peers, among his friends, among his tribe, to do what's right. So for me, I ask, when I look at the black community, when I look at young people, when I look at young ladies, how many of you would rather be honorable and right than to just fit into the tribe? How many of you would be unpopular through a lifetime? How many of you would sacrifice professional position? How many of you would sacrifice peers and the indignation that comes as what they would perceive as a traitor because you stand up against the unjustified taking of human life? So, I always say Don is my dirty, hairy, kick-ass kind of old white guy. And he is, because he brings that passion for right. And so for us here today, as we talk about murder, too often we just have the guns and we have the young black man in the street. But we don't challenge the values or the absence of values, or as Imam Shabazz says, the malice of heart that leads all of us to be here today for a reason and be part of a community most of us never really want to be part of. So I thank him for that, and I thank Do Not Murder. I thank Lakiana and these young men, because if you look at these young men over here, that's Zebediah in 2021. And if nothing else, let's make sure this generation of Zebediahs don't end up like a previous generation of Zebediah. So, with that said, in a second, I forgot this. I did this at the last one, and I almost didn't do it. My wife was gonna be like, "You're crazy," but can you dig it? Some of y'all might not be old enough to remember that, but I just had to do it. So we're gonna take another musical break with DJ George, the mixologist, the hottest, hardest working DJ right now. And when we come back, I'm gonna hand things over to Elijah Crawford, and he's gonna take us through the youth portion of today, because I'm just the old man that actually got the permits. The real star of the show is Lakiana Drury and the young men of Word is Bond. My niece Imani, who's somewhere around here, I'm gonna make her talk because she's an incredible young lady. And so, give us about 5 minutes as we transition, and thank everybody for showing up. Give me a mouth.